So Jason Snipe, I'm going to come to you in just a second, but I want to get back to Jim. Not to argue with you necessarily, but why is today the day that you realized that Microsoft and Alphabet had become too large for your portfolio? Because if they were too large for your portfolio today, they were too large for it last week, too. And I'm wondering if this has anything to do with an overall view. By the way, we have a Fed meeting that begins today, and they're probably going to announce a taper tomorrow. And they may pull forward their rate hike expectations, too. And that may cause rates to rise in the near term. And that may not be good for big technology stocks like Microsoft and Alphabet, Jim. So I feel like there's more to the story here.
Oh, Scott, I so want to take the bait and go where you're leading me. Forgive me. That's not where my head is. Let me answer your first question. Why today? The answer is because of what happened last week to those stocks to which I'm adding. So the motive force here is I want to add to those stocks. I didn't do it last week because you need to have a few days for the air to clear, the dust to settle when the market decides to take stocks like Northrop Grumman to the woodshed. You got to give it a few days. Now, today is the day I want to add to them. That's the starting point. And I've got to say, where do I go to get my funds? Because you know I'm all in.
Okay.
And look, Google and Microsoft have been fabulous. Just before you jump in, do you know Google is up almost 80% on 1 year, Microsoft up 67%. I mean, they're just hanging there as apples being ready to pluck from the tree. By the way, I said Apple. Let me do this for a second, because where we are and what I'm doing is a stock picker's universe, okay? I'm not trimming Apple, and it's 4% from its all-time high. I think it's going to clear that and go to 175 by the end of the year. Why do I say that? Yes, it's multiple. I heard what Josh said. We disagree about whether valuation matters. We've disagreed for 8 years on that. We're going to disagree for the next 8 years. All right, Apple, with the cash flows that it's got, with its multiple, I will ride that overweight until it's above 175 and take it off. Now, let me just answer your second question about taper. I got to be honest, it doesn't matter to me. The Fed is still going to be buying bonds. It's still going to be putting cash into the system for the next 6 to 8 months. And for at least the next 3 months, it's going to be buying bonds in size. So you got to be long the market here. Maybe not long the hyper growth stocks, but these growth at a reasonable price technology and cyclicals. I love the cyclicals right now. I love the reopening trade.
All right. So no more, no less, right? You needed an ATM to get some money, and these were the stocks that provided you the best opportunity to do it, I guess, at the lowest fees, because you didn't have any cash on hand. Because you're Your Honor. You're Mr. All In. I get it, and I'm glad you explained it further for myself and our viewers. All right.